Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, magical, fantasy tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Aries. This is about you seeing the red flags and catching somebody. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to see the harsh truth. Be patient, have strength here. You're going to catch somebody communicating to somebody. They're communicating back and forth that this person wants to be with them. I feel like there's a choice here. It's almost like they hold back and they don't speak to you, but you've caught them speaking to somebody else, offering a relationship. The choice is they're offering the relationship to a third party. Now, this could be your divine masculine. But there's an opportunity for you to see this. I feel like you're taking control and you're moving on. You're moving on from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is not, that's not your divine masculine. Taurus. There's some hidden information. There's this twin flame. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden information about a twin flame. I feel like you're telling this person you need the strength to walk away. I just need the strength to walk away and close the cycle. You want to leave them out in the cold and get a victory. You see there's a choice. I feel like they're deceptive. The harsh truth is they're deceptive. They're lying. This person could be lying. There's a choice. This person could be at work. I feel like you're divine masculine or divine feminine. You could be divine feminine here. I do see a masculine here, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Taurus, I feel like you're trapped in your head about this relationship. You want it to end. You want to leave this out in the cold. You think you'll get a victory if you cut this person off. I promise you, just because there's hidden things, those are all lessons, guys. Now, you got to look at a twin flame differently than you do any other relationship, because no one expects you to stay in a relationship like this if this wasn't your destiny, okay? If this wasn't part of it being energetically connected to somebody else, right? That cord can't be cut no matter what you do. And I can't tell you how many times I wanted to cut it. I mean, I literally visualized, you know, axes and chainsaws and bolt cutters and everything else. Nothing's cutting that cord. Nothing is cutting that cord, I promise you. Gemini. Okay. Gemini, somebody may want to get back together with you because they're broke. They've lost their job. Their world's a little bit chaotic and they don't know where to turn to. They're looking for somebody to take care of them. You got to look at the bigger picture. So you're worried about them lying and you need to cut out the burden. The problem, there's the harsh truth here, is you have a choice. You have a choice. You don't have to accept this person back with all their baggage. You don't. You're manifesting your true person. You're manifesting your true person. This might not be that person. You have a choice here that you can make. Do you want to reconcile with this person? I don't feel like this person's got your best interest at heart at all. There's chaos, job loss, and everything's crumbling. That's why they want to reconcile with you. You are looking for your true match. That's what you are seeking. You don't want to give them an opportunity. You don't want to tell them that they have the opportunity. I feel like you're not wanting to give into this person, this Queen of Pentacles energy that wants you to take care of them. Gemini is not your true person, right? They're not for you. So you resist, and they're going to be unhappy that you resist. But really, they're looking for somebody to put a roof over their head and give them a credit card. That's kind of what this energy is. Cancer. Okay. Cancer, you got conflict resolution and Empress. So, you know, you've probably figured out a few things. So I feel like you need to work on communication with this person because you're at a crossroads about your wish fulfillment. You don't know what direction to go in about what you want. Now, in the center of this read is the Eight of Pentacles working. You know, this could be higher knowledge. This also could be literally working or working on a specific thing. I feel like the strength to communicate with your partner. Like, I feel like you want to be able to tell them what you want and be clear about it. The strength to communicate with your partner, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you're a little trapped in your head, needing to be patient. Now, I feel like there's drama. You're not happy about some drama. Now, you feel like there's some kind of betrayal here. Now, the betrayal doesn't necessarily mean that this person's cheated. I mean, they could have said something that you feel betrayed that they did, but you're manifesting unhappiness with the drama. You're fed up with the drama. So whatever's happened, you need the strength to communicate with your partner about this. Now, I feel like your conflict resolution, you're trying to figure out a solution to the problem. There is an apology that's going to be communicated. Emotionally communicating an apology. This person is going to apologize to you, but you're kind of fed up with the nonsense and you're trying to be patient, but you're very trapped in your head. So I almost feel like for you, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, you have the right to remain silent. You just don't have the ability. So I feel like Cancer, you're kind of working on that, trying to make sure that you don't, hurt somebody's feelings in the long run, right? So, I mean, two wrongs don't make a right, but the fact of the matter is you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Leo. Mm. You may be looking at somebody's picture, or they may be looking at your picture. Take it how it resonates. It's always, you keep them waiting. You're always busy. Tell me about this. This may be you looking at the picture of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like you're wanting to rebuild and reconcile, have a new beginning. You have strong emotions that you've got to master to make this change in divine timing to a family situation. So I feel like, Leo, what I feel like is that you need to work on yourself a little bit, and you need to like cool your jets. Like, why am I feeling cool your jets? So because you got to master your emotions, because you have strong emotions that you need to master so that this can change. You want to reconcile and have a new beginning. You want to rebuild. You want a family situation with this person. But I feel like for you, maybe you're, they're always keeping you waiting, or you feel some kind of way about it. You feel like this is your divine partner. Feel like that's your divine partner. Okay. Under the bottom of the deck. You see the problem. Okay. Here's the problem. They're coming in as the Queen of Swords. You match their energy as the King of Swords. You're in your emotions as the King of Cups. They're in their emotions as the Queen of Cups. You guys are true matches, right? You have two true matches on the board, plus the Empress and the Emperor. So this is your divine feminine. Could be your divine. I feel like you could be either one, but I feel like this is you. I feel like you're in your emotions about this. about your partnership. And you know what you got to do in divine timing so that this is your person, that you can reconcile this. You see that there's drama. You see that there's drama. You just need to work on this. There's distractions. You feel like they're keeping you waiting. You could be tempted. There could be a lot of things going on, but you see what the issues are. And you're the one that needs it. It's like you know that you need to work on something specific. Virgo. I feel like you got a stalker. Virgo, you got a stalker. This person could be obsessed with you. They're stalking you. They may be calling and hanging up from an unknown number. See, if they want to talk to you, they could. They could communicate, but they don't. It's a King of Swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody that you broke up with in the past. This has ended in the past. Here you are, Virgo. You're kind of trapped in your head, having sleepless nights. I feel like you may know who this is, but even though they have an unknown number, right? It's an unknown number and they keep hanging up. You've moved on. You've closed this chapter. And you might even say that into the phone. Hey, this is over. I'm done. Right? You know, maybe your family wants you to get back together with this person. Because there's a family situation. I don't know that you have kids with this person or this is your family, because you're kind of icing out your family because they're wishing for you to give this person an opportunity to be patient, to have peace, and give somebody the opportunity. But you know this person's a manipulator. So obviously this person has manipulated your family if your family can't see that, but you do. So, I mean, I feel like you know who this is, and you just need to say that you've moved on and you're done. Libra. Somebody's looking at your picture, thinking about you, missing you. You have 2 cards of missing you. This person really misses you a lot, Libra. They miss you, or you could be missing them. This person definitely wants to reconcile with you. They want to offer something to you in divine timing, a reconciliation. They're having sleepless nights. They see the bigger picture now. It's been a long time coming. That here's this reconciliation coming in. To move forward here, they're communicating. Okay. This person from your past, They're watching you. They're looking at your pictures. They want to move forward and start over with you. They want a new beginning in love. They want to reconcile with you. They miss you and they look at your pictures. So I feel like if it's not you, it's them, but I feel like a reconciliation is coming. And yes, we are in retrograde again, guys. So, you know, that's part of, if you have something that's not fixed, you got to fix it. I feel like somebody's got a desire to fix a problem here. Scorpio, you could be married to this person. Either they're married or they're a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like there could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is a husband in the relationship. They're communicating, they're walking away, King of Swords. You may be unhappy, discontent, needing strength because this person is juggling an option. You're trying to recover, you're manifesting recovery to work out the situation. Work on the drama, but you're at a crossroads. You're waiting. You want to know if this person's going to regret what they're doing. You're waiting to see if they regret what they've done. They get clarity and see, you want to know, you want clarity to see if this person's going to regret what they've done. You know, it's kind of that 20-80 rule. You're the 80 and they leave you for a 20 because they see in this person what you're lacking, which is that 20%, but they're not recognizing that that person only has 20% and you have the 80, right? So your desire is to fix the conflict. Your desire is to keep the relationship together. Oh. Sagittarius, you got spiritual attack and toxic love. Tell me about this. I feel like you're trying to heal. You walked away from somebody you wanted to be with. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They were holding back from the relationship because of a third party they were talking to at work. They were wishing for a new beginning. Communicating they're moving on to a new love. I feel like you're married to this person. You had Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. You were married. I feel like the problem is like this person rushes in to deceive. This is what, yeah, there's manipulation. You are being, like, this is being taken from you for a reason. Now, understand something. If you're spiritually attacked, when it comes to this relationship, okay, it's not that the relationship you're in is toxic. It's that this is meant to teach you lessons. Spiritual attacks generally don't happen on your regular soulmate kind of relationship. I mean, I'm sure there are a few instances where they do happen, but generally you get spiritually attacked in a twin flame, something when you're meant to do something for humanity, and you know, they don't want you doing something for humanity. They're trying to block that relationship the best they can. So that's why you're getting spiritually attacked by this toxic relationship. The person that they work with is the one doing the nonsense. The person that they're talking to at work or dating from work. Capricorn. Capricorn, somebody's got egg on their face. Chaos, everything's crumbling. Somebody's ashamed. It backfired. Got caught. Why do I feel, Capricorn, you're not realizing what you're getting into. You're not realizing what you're getting into. Under the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. This could be a same-sex relationship, or one of you is in your masculine energy and you should be feminine. But this person, King of Wands, walked away from the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, for an opportunity in love. They manipulated this Queen of Cups for a long time, literally wishing to hurt this person, wishing to cause heartbreak, wishing to cause heartbreak. Now, this tells me that this person never loved this person. Like, they would do anything they could to cause harm or inflict pain or manipulation, which they did, right? They attacked them with a lot of fighting and arguing, manipulating. It's illuminating, cutting somebody out for a third party. This person is the guilty party wanting to come towards you. You don't realize what this person's capable of. I'm going to tell you right now. It caused a lot of chaos, but someone's going to have egg on their face when they get caught. They get caught. So you may be the one to catch this person in what they're doing or how they did this, because, you know, they left somebody to come towards you, but the way they left this person was really bad. It actually was a blessing in disguise for the other person, I'm going to say. I have to say. But be careful with that one, Capricorn. This person's not a good person. Aquarius. Okay. I don't know which other sign I read that somebody wants somebody to take care of them, because their life is falling apart and you were the stable one. Aquarius, you were the stable one. They want an opportunity for a relationship, to work with the partnership, because they're brokenhearted. They may have got left out in the cold. Yeah, they're heartbroken over love. They're making a lot of promises they can't keep. I'm going to tell you that much. They're making a lot of promises they can't keep. You need to see the bigger picture here, and you need to move on. Moving on is a victory, and you'll have a victory in judgment if you move on from this person. Okay, because there's a lot that's hidden that you're not realizing. Yeah, they're hiding the harsh truth. They're literally hiding the harsh truth. They're hiding the harsh truth. There's chaos in their life, and this person's only there because they don't have a job, they don't have it, and they're making a lot of promises they can't keep. Pisces. Pisces, I feel like this person's going to be remorseful towards you. I feel like they realize now you're their empress, you're their person. Somebody, you may be with somebody who's looking for bigger, better, best. They think they're Mr. right now, not Mr. forever. Tell me about this. I feel like there's an ego involved here. There you are, Empress energy. They want a new beginning with you, Empress. This person wants to be your partner. They have strong emotions about this commitment. They can't get it out of their head. They may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They're wishing to take that leap. This may be somebody who wants to get married. They want to transform something. They want to reconcile here. They want to reconcile the drama. They want to overcome the obstacles and heal a situation. This person's feeling some kind of way because of how they've treated you, and they realize who you are to them with that Empress energy there. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.